nationalistic spirit, and they were discredited. But the Hartford Convention does represent sort of the extreme opposition to the War of 1812. Now, we talked a little bit about the idea that the War of 1812 could be seen as a second war for American independence. Because, in a sense, America is finally breaking away from Britain in a diplomatic sense, in an economic sense, to some extent in a cultural sense. It represents the consummation of sort of the war for independence. And we talked a little bit about that. We also talked about the post-war nationalism. And the focus of our conversation of post-war nationalism involved the American system, which was this kind of political agenda that was intended on promoting an integrated national market economy that included regional specialization that would be promoted by an energetic, powerful national government. And we talked about Henry Clay being the person who was associated with that. We also talked about the Marshall Court and how the Marshall Court provides legal precedents in an interpretation of the Constitution that is going to allow the national government to promote the American system. And then lastly, we talked about the Monroe Doctrine. And the Monroe Doctrine, we said, was a diplomatic manifestation of nationalism. And we said with the Monroe Doctrine that the Monroe Doctrine represented the United States sort of flexing its muscles. Stay out of Latin America, right? This is our sphere of influence. And that's all we may see on the test. 53 questions, 3 are extra credit. A well-prepared student should enjoy taking that examination. And I'm sure you kids will be well prepared. If you tune into your televisions tonight, I'm sure Mrs. Kolar will tell you every hour on the hour you may see this review session. All right, thank you for coming. I'm pretty sure that's the case.